With us today, Shri Prem Shankar Goel, former Secretary at the Department of Ocean Development, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, and a former director of ISRO Satellite Center. Sir is a renowned space scientist who had an elaborate career in ISRO and has contributed immensely towards attitude and orbital control subsystems for the myriad of Indian satellite programs. Over the years, Sir has served as the chairman of the Spacecraft System Advisory Board for IRS-1 satellites. Sir was the first chairman of the Earth Commission, a global forum of scientists. May I request you, sir, today to deliver your talk on IRS-1C, spacecraft and mission, and future challenges. Please, sir.
Goel sir, can you unmute? Sir, can you unmute your mic?
Sorry. Thank you, ma'am, and good afternoon to all of you. Dr. Kasturiranganji, you reminded today a very long association starting from Aryabhatta, Bhaskara, IRS-1A series to 1C and all that. I remember as if we have lived in this few minutes of your talk, as if all this some like 40 years of journey. Dr. Sivan, our association for the IRS-1C was only in the context of launch vehicle, and you remember we were talking of a salvaging mission in the PSLV capability which we had incorporated. Dr. Kiran Kumar has been our say one of the best system engineer payload. I always remember Dr. George Joseph along with Dr. Kiran Kumar, Dr. Ram Ratan and Nagchin Chaya as a kind of a pioneers in the optical payload capability. Mr. Kalyanaman, our project director for IRS-1C, and we worked so closely for such a long time, particularly in the IRS-1A, 1B, and 1C, etc. Today we have Dr. Das, Director SAC, and Dr. Shantanu Chaudhary, Director NRSA, Sri Nilay Desai, President ISRS, and also many colleagues from the, I can say, our IRS-1C team were there. Welcome to all of you. First, let me thank Sri Nireshji for and ISR in general for organizing these events. Function is a very important milestone for ISRO in terms of IRS-1C. And why I say it's a very important milestone, because when we look at the remote sensing journey of ISRO, our Bhaskara was a sort of, we call it experimental mission. IRS-1A, 1B, we always call it an operational mission for remote sensing in ISRO. But IRS-1C gave a leadership, and this is what has been elaborated by Dr. Rangan, Dr. George Joseph, Mr. Kumar, all of you, that it provided leadership, and thanks to the direction from Professor Yuva Rao, who was actually our, you can say, guiding light all these years. This 23 multispectral and 5.8 panchromatic, to us in a satellite team, and of course AWIFS, the most challenging thing was how do we provide a platform which is stable enough, does not give jitter, does not create a distortion of the images. And that's in this process, I would have spent a lot of time in trying to understand how the imaging takes place so that the spacecraft motions does not distort the imagery. And that was a quite a sort of understanding to us. The key features, part of IRS-1C in terms of the satellite, were a high bit rate data system. And in those days, our internet, what we talk today of 100 megabits per second, or sometimes even 1 gigabits per second, in those days we used to talk in terms of kilobits per second. And thinking of 125 megabits per second as a data rate from a satellite was a very, very difficult task. And on top of that, managing at that data in the data handling system. And it's the first time we were actually recording the data in a tape recorder, which was a very special tape recorder for 14 channel, because we were to acquire at such a high data rate. Also, we first time did in X-band such a high data rate, and our team in the communication side came up with a very unique design of antenna where the range compensation will be done by the shaping of the antenna gain itself. So there are many new things. For the first time, actually, we had a area-based star sensor from Dr. Alex's team. We also were having a lot of new development mechanisms. First time we were having such a heavy payload and also having a capability to orient that payload, particularly the high resolution payload panchromatic camera, plus minus 26 degree. So there were some of the very new technology challenges which we had incorporated in IS-1C. I remember a very interesting incident that happened related to this satellite. In year 98, around 98, 99, we had a visitor, the chief of Russian Space Agency. He came to ISAC. We took him around, showed him IRIS-1D under development, also IRIS-P4. And we had a discussion. We showed him the pictures of IRIS-1C. And at the end of the visit, when he came to my room, and he said, he made a statement that ISRO is 10 years ahead of Soviets or Russia in terms of remote sensing satellite technology capability. Now, that was a very interesting comment, particularly the context is that in 1982 or 83, a 3-member delegation was sent by ISRO to Russia to understand the technology and whether there is a data processing capability for remote sensing satellite. We were actually not aware, and the team was Dr. George Joseph, Dr. Ravidas Sharma, he was scientific secretary at that time in ISRO headquarters, and myself. We were not shown much there. They didn't show any hardware, just some, you can say, very scanned view of showing some of the capability of data processing. But the point is that we went there in 1982-83, and after 15 years, the chief of Russian Space Agency said that we were 10 years ahead of them. This was probably one of the best compliment I can say I heard about IS-1C. Of course, as we have realized, that was the best satellite in the world at that time. Of course, this has we have made a lot of progress in these last 25 years. Dr. Sivan has very detailed way elaborated the exercise of planning for the next 10 years. We have looked at the requirement of the satellites and planned in a very detailed way also. But what is important is not just the space segment, but how to make use of it. And I totally agree with Dr. George Joseph. The current user, the present user, does not look at the data alone. It looks at the solution. And the solution do not come from data from just space. In fact, within space, it comes from the multiple satellites. And also a lot of ground truth, a lot of ground data, and it has to be merged. And this is where I personally believe that we need to focus in the future that how we are going to provide those solutions which are really required for, because the user doesn't want to get through the nitty-gritty details of doing this. It's a very small, complex task, and this is where we have to really work for. Otherwise, I would really say that we have really got the grips of what exactly need to be done with this for the space segment. Let me stop here and thank Mr. Desai and also ISAS for really organizing this event, which really reminds us, takes back to the memory lane of 25 years. Thank you very much.